Good evening. This is Rick Petticelli, and welcome to the March 8th, 2019 video version of the Wagner Daily. This short video will replace the written portion of tonight's report, but moving forward, we plan on doing at least one video a week on Wednesday night. So let's get right to the charts. IWM continued its slide lower after slicing through the 20-day EMA yesterday. It followed through to the downside again on Thursday. Volume's been heavy the past two sessions, so at this point it looks like the rising 10-week MA is support right around 150, so it's about a percent away. And unless there's some miracle on Friday in terms of a big recovery, it looks like this is going to be an ugly red bar with a close near the lows of the week, most likely, which would suggest several weeks of chop. And onto the NASDAQ composite. The daily chart closed below the 200-day and 20-day EMA on a pickup in volume, so a distribution day. And on the weekly chart, the NASDAQ composite is about 2% or so from the rising 10-week MA, which could be in play here if the price action is unable to hold above the 20. And the NASDAQ composite could very well still hold the 20-day EMA after maybe 1 or 2 days sideways, a little bit more shakeout action here to scare off the longs. But we have no crystal ball with regard to price action, so anything could potentially happen here. Let's run through open positions quickly here. ZS were up 26% from our entry around 46.87. There's nothing to do here. Hopefully it can hold above the 55 area, this 10-day MA here. So for now, we're just sitting tight. AVLR, our stop is beneath this reversal candle here. If the market were to find some traction tomorrow or within the next day or two, and Avalar can remain in a tight range, then a break above Thursday's high could be interesting, especially if it's on volume. Cyber, we're currently up 35% from our entry around 79 back in here. So for now, nothing to do. We're just sitting tight. We'd like to see the price action hold above the 20-day EMA. If not, maybe then it needs to set a base around the $95 to $100 area. Till though, we have a tight stop beneath the recent reversal candle here below the 20-day EMA. Team, same deal. Our stop is beneath 100 here. Data already sold off from a false breakout. We're still long. Our stop is just below this 3-day low here. SPSC, false breakout above here. Our stop is beneath these reversal candles and the 20-day EMA here. And now our stop is beneath the low of 3.4. And in Cron, we entered over the 2-day high here following this big reversal candle. So our stop is beneath the low of the reversal bar at 1939. And Cron's in pretty good shape for the market, selling off the past few days. It's been able to hold the 20-day EMA and cleared the downtrend line on a pickup in volume. So if it can stay above this 21 area, it'll have a decent shot of working its way higher if and when the broad market averages can find some traction. So that's a wrap of open positions. As for new setups, there's nothing for Friday's session. There's nothing we're excited to enter right now, as market conditions have been deteriorating the past few days. So we'd first like to see the market gain some traction before putting on new positions. In terms of what's out there, MIME has pulled back to the 20-day EMA. So if it can continue to work its way higher, could be in play down the road on a break of this downtrend line. GWPH, big volume gap up here. Stalled at 180, pulled back in and undercut the gap up day low and reversed just above the 20-day EMA. This could be interesting, something to monitor here as it's sitting right off of all-time highs. Nvidia has held up well after breaking out to new highs on big volume on 220. You'll see the price action is basically held above the close of the gap up day, and the 20-day EMA is catching up to provide support. This potentially could be in play over range highs here. EXEL is a stock that's formed a tight trading range the past few weeks. It moved through the downtrend line and above 2350 on volume would be an entry. And RNG is potentially in play on a break of this downtrend line. If it were to break down below 100 and sell off down to the 50 MA, that would negate the setup. But if it can hold above 100 for the most part, chop around and then break this downtrend line, it could be in play for a continuation move up. And the last chart we're going to look at tonight is EOLS. And there's the downtrend line. So it's finding support here at the 20-day EMA. Could potentially be in play for partial size above this short-term downtrend line and the 10-day EMA and Thursday's high. But in order for the price action to go anywhere or to stage a significant advance, it obviously will have to bust through this downtrend line. And again, we wouldn't expect much from this chart until the market can settle down. So just to recap, broad market averages continue to weaken. There are no new setups for Friday's session. We have tight stops in place for those positions that are up against the 20-day EMA. We have two positions in Cyber and ZS that were giving plenty of wiggle room to work out. And we have a few positions that are under pressure, such as data and SPSC, where the original hard stop is in place. That's a wrap for tonight. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Sunday night.